We're going to send it out to Dave Savini right now. He is with one of the largest demonstrations we're seeing here. This is the coalition to march on the DNC. Dave, what's the scene?
All right, Jim and Marie, take a look at the shot. They've scaled the fences. Now, this is a part of the group that broke off. The official protest has moved away from this park and down Damon Avenue, but a faction here, I'm not sure who these people are, have broken the security gates that were put up here. They've made it through the first line of the perimeter, and now the next gate they're trying to break through, and you see the heavy police presence on the other side of that gate. Once they're through that gate, they are close to the United Center. Just looking at the live pictures of people going past the barriers right now. This is all happening right now. This is on Washington Street. This was a secured area, purposely set up this way so people would not breach it, but it has been breached. And again, this is a part of the rally that broke off. I'm not sure who these are, who these people are. Don is getting some video right now at the fence. I'm not hearing anybody.
It's letting you give us a scene setter, so thank you for walking us through this. You can see, it seems to me to be a mix of people that are a part of this demonstration, also some media that have cautiously walked through. I will also note I'm seeing some police presence, but generally it seems like they're trying to hold people, though there is some activity. It looks like, Dave, I'm not sure if you can hear me. Are people attempting to tear down one of those fencing panels? Is that what's happening?
We're going to get a shot in a moment, I believe, from the Damon stop on the Green Line.
So they've torn down, what do you say, about a half, maybe 20 of them? They have torn them down. They have ripped them apart, and they are slowly going through. And then there's another line of gates. So it was double fencing. So they made it through the first line of fencing. We have the Secret Service police out here now too. I did not go into the street. I did not cross the barriers, but other media has crossed the barriers.
I see. Right now, Dave, I think we're getting a good look from Don, our photojournalist who's out there, of law enforcement talking amongst themselves at this possible second.
This is the shot I was referring to. This is from the Damon stop on the Green Line. Overhead, you can see just how many people there. It's been a very calm afternoon so far. You know, some speeches at Union Park, then the march began, and then they were heading back to Union Park near the United Center, and you can see all the folks there, and one of the security fences, the perimeter fences, has been breached.
Again, this is the Coalition to March on the DNC. It's made up of many different groups with messages, often coalescing around support for Palestine and asking for an end to the war in Gaza. There you see that sign that encapsulates what a lot of people are marching for. I believe this is Washington, and if you noticed in that wider shot, we're tight now, but it had that fencing that we were talking about that Dave said had been breached. The goal was to keep the demonstrators on this specific path that had been agreed upon. And there you can see it again, some officers there with CPD.
Officers arriving.
We also want to point out, if you can see right here, I do believe that we have what has been described to us as some officers in riot gear or with riot gear. And we're trying to get a good look at what is happening at this point. But
like
beyond that,
on the ground there, it looks like.
Right. Beyond that, you can see more of that fencing and more of this area that is supposed to be secured to keep this group that is demonstrating prior to this very peacefully away from the United Center itself. And there is a wide area that keeps this group separated.
A number of police officers were on bikes. Bikes are thought to provide a little more protection, a little barrier between protesters, demonstrators. We saw this last night in the march on down Michigan Avenue. Police officers on bicycles, but these police officers here are just kind of standing around what appears to be someone on the ground there.
Right. We want to point out they are in their helmets. They have shields, but they also seem to be standing fairly relaxed at the moment, I would say, so I'm not sure exactly what's happening. But this is the only group, this one small group that we have seen of officers in any kind of gear like this. Everyone else has been much more casual. If they are bike officers, they're in their normal blues with their bike helmets and on their bikes. Forgive us, this shot is moving because we are trying to give you the best vantage point of what's happening. And this one is a little bit farther away for our cameras, so they're trying to get the best view possible. What we saw from Dave Savini earlier was, again, there was a breach in the fencing that was supposed to keep this group in line and safe. And this is the first time we are seeing them continue to move. They were paused for a little bit. It's possible that breach happened during the pause. The goal is for this group, again on Washington right now, to return to Union Park. That's their starting line and their finish line. They may be moving that way again right now.
As you can see, the marchers are pretty orderly there as they move back to Union Park. And again, we see, as you can see, maybe 8 police officers there surrounding someone or clustered in that intersection there. And again, if you're just now joining us, and there's Charlie DeMar there. Is Charlie ready for us, producers? Charlie, you're on the scene. What do you see?
I got you. As we're actually on the new Damon Green Line, I want to give you a look here. The protest is going on right below us, but beyond there's a secure perimeter. There's a line of Chicago police officers, but then just even further in the distance, we've seen a number of those officers going into their cars. There's a number of vans lined up here along Damon. They've been putting on riot gear, and photographer Sam Vega, who we're with now, just saw them moments ago, loading what looked like pepper balls or bullets into pepper canisters. Those are used usually to disperse crowds in large events like this when they do get out of hand or unruly. So the crowd that we see here below, they've been peaceful here, but beyond, we just showed you now with those officers in riot gear, those officers there appear to be gearing up, getting ready to intervene with this group of the crowd that you have shown, I believe, breaching one of those fences, Jim.
All right, so we are following breaking news there. The protest near the United Center. Some protesters were able to get past a security fence. We will have much more on this as our news continues. We'll be right back.